encoding preset. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Drop frames. This is ridiculous. I gotta figure this shit out. It's falling though. Maybe it's Gucci now. Streaming. Okay, here we go. Now this is the thing we gotta worry about, the garage band. 3, 2, up, don't freeze. Come on now. Tighten up. Garage band. Don't start. See, it's not moving, so this is too slow. Here we go. We gotta start this shit again. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hold on. I gotta turn it here. Look like garage. Okay, garage band is cooperating. Ready. Eyes open. Oops. That was the charger for my joint. Hold on, pick that back up. Eyes open. Episode number 240 of the Left Hand Labs podcast is live. Let me see. The chat is there. The chat is ready to display messages. Slideshow is working. YouTube is working. Okay, I could close this because maybe that's slowing shit down. I'll close this. Everything should be smooth now. Yeah, drop frames, it went lower. Okay. I'm figuring it out slowly but surely. Episode number 240, the Left Hand Labs podcast. Mad shit to talk about. A lot of shit to talk about. I know I said I was going to have a guest for this episode. And again, when I say these things, I know that, I will hope that y'all don't think like I just say things just to say it. Y'all don't think I do that. No, that's because that's not what happens. You know what I'm saying? Anything I say that, okay, we're going to do this for this week at the podcast, I try. If it doesn't happen, it's literally nothing I can do about it. It's nothing I can do. Like, I try. But when you got to rely on other people, sometimes you just can't, you can't do it. It don't work out how you want it to work out. Like I said, I tell Cass, yo, what's good? Like, come on up. I remember in the beginning of the podcast, I used to do that. Like, I used to want to have a guest every episode. And it's just impossible. You can't do it. It is what it is. But either way, we here. A day late, but never a dollar short. You know what I mean? Because now we got more shit to talk about. We could talk about the NCAA tournament. And I'm still going to put the date for Monday. Because technically, I was ready a little minute ago. But this shit was the iMac. Don't get an iMac. Get a new MacBook or get a new iMac with that processor from the MacBook Pros, the new ones. Because this shit be moving so slow. I don't know why it's doing it. I don't know what to do. Like, I've tried mad different YouTube videos and tried to troubleshoot it, but it moves mad slow and it be saying this display, this too slow and shit like that. But I go check the storage. It's gigabytes worth of space, like it's gigs worth of space. So I don't know what the problem is. I really don't know. And when I first got it, I don't think it did this. But that's just what it chooses to do now, for whatever the reason is. It is what it is. But I want to talk about the NCAA tournament, the men's and the women's, of course. Y'all know it's unfortunate. I mean, first, shout out. You see this shirt, you see what it say, Benedict's basketball. Hurley, my high school coach at UConn, they just won the national championship. But that game was ass. It wasn't nothing that was really going on. It was the women's game. This would have been a perfect episode to have Ola on. He hates women's basketball, everything about it. So he would have been, I know he got something to spill on that. Everybody was watching that. That was the game. You wanted to see... we wanted to see South Carolina, LSU again. I'm not gonna hold you. We wanted to see that. Would it have been a better game? Probably, yeah. If we would have got South Carolina, LSU, I don't even know if they was in the same side. Where, but if that would have been able to, yeah, it would have been because Purdue beat. Iowa beat South Carolina because Caitlin Clark is crazy. But we got to see Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, and we got a lot of shit. To talk about when it come to that. It was some ill shit going on. Andre Jackson staying at UConn. Only way I'm not coming back if coach tells me to leave. That's not the dude. That's not the dude. Hawkins. Oh yeah, that's not Hawkins. Hawkins out of there. Lottery, you heard? We out of there. But yeah, we got to talk about the Angel Reese and the Caitlin Clark situation and the backlash. It's going to be interesting. This is again something that is way more suited. Look at the Waves is back, so that's more suited for multiple people. But it is what it is. The New York Knicks clinched for the playoffs. I told y'all. I told all y'all niggas. No Julius. No RJ. Quentin Grimes wild and getting buckets now. Shit going on. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all all thought it was a game. Even I did at first when we got Jalen Brunson. I didn't like that. But then I quickly said, oh, hold on. Hold on a second. You heard? We're going to talk about all of that. Before we get into anything else, though, if you're watching on the YouTube, or if you're listening on the iTunes podcast app, leave a 5 stars, low review. Nothing crazy. And if you're listening, you can watch on YouTube. Just subscribe. Go to Shop Heirlooms on YouTube. You'll see you subscribe the Left Hand Layers podcast whenever it go live, because every episode goes live on YouTube and on Twitter. Follow the shop as well as the podcast. Follow the podcast as well as the shop on all social media, but especially Twitter at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms. So y'all can be in tune, you heard? I got I burped. I ain't gonna lie. I had Popeyes today because I saw something about them biscuits, strawberry, and the lines was mad long. It's sad. I shouldn't have got it, but I did. And them joints was all right. It wasn't nothing crazy. You feel what I'm saying? It was like a biscuit with. It didn't look like how it was supposed to look. You feel what I'm saying? That's how fast food shit is. Popeyes got the chicken sandwich right though. When that shit was out, it wasn't worth niggas catching bodies over it, but like it looked how it presented itself. The presentation matched. That's like when you book a leg off the gram or off the swipe, and then you see it in person, and it's like, oh, all right, we green. The biscuit was like, okay, you book off the swipe, book off the gram or whatever. You so used to what you see there, and you see it in person, and it's like, okay, this her, you feel what I'm saying? But it's not like, oh, yeah, I'm him. It's like, oh, all right, bet. It was one of them type situations. It's nothing you could do, but it's not nothing that you would say like, oh, I'm out of here. It's like, oh, I bet I'm still gonna smack. You feel me? We green. Come on, GarageBand, stop stopping. Episode number 240. Who wear number 40? Gail Sayers wore number 40. I know that for sure, but it's got to be somebody else that wore number 40. 40. Did Babe Ruth wear 40 or 44? What did the Babe wear? What number? Babe Ruth 40. Let me look. Let's look up Babe Ruth. Let's just see. Let's see what Babe Ruth, what it say. Vegeta was trending on Twitter. I thought some new episodes or something was out. Babe Ruth. What number did Babe Ruth wear? Babe Ruth. Look at the mitt they was playing with back then. God damn it. Show me Babe Ruth. 44. No, that's Hank Aaron. What number did Babe Ruth? I know it wasn't like number 3 or no shit like that. It had to be in the 40s. Don't nobody got a picture of Babe Ruth? Baseball back. Y'all been watching baseball. I really want to, like I told you, I like the Padres now. But a Babe Ruth for number 3. I'm bugging. Babe Ruth if Meg showed up in his time. I'm racist, but whew, that's hilarious. Yo, there's no way y'all telling me Babe Ruth would have been, Randy Johnson would have struck that man out. Go ahead. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion, that's just crazy. Who wore number 40? Why I can't think of nobody that wore number 40? Google. Gale Sayers for sure. I know he wore 40. But it got to be somebody else. Number 40. Let's see. Let's go NBA first. NBA first. Michael Finley. That's old Fin Dog. Harrison Barnes. I knew that too. Udonis Haslem. Damn, I missed mad easy ones. Mad gimmies. Those was gimmies right there. Udonis Haslem. This could be the Udonis Haslem episode. Harrison Barnes, North Carolina. Nah. I think this might have to be the Udonis Haslem because we need Jeremy Evans. Bang. We need the Heat to lose. So we clinched, but we need them to. What do we need them to lose for? It was just to clinch. So it don't matter what they do now. Okay, hold on. Number 40 in the NFL is going to say Gale Sayers for sure. Mike Allstott. Damn. How did I get that? Who else? Vic Beasley. Pat Tillman, R.I.P. Friendly Fire. Turn that shit off, you heard? Hardcore mode when you playing Call of Duty. Back in the day, that joint used to be fire. Kamara, 41. I got rid of Alvin Kamara for Jalen Waddle. I got rid of Alvin Kamara and what's the receiver from the Bears? What's his name? I can't even think of his name. That's how you know he irrelevant now. The young bull, he tough, but Justin Fields wasn't really throwing him the ball. I can't even think of his name. But I got rid of them two for Jalen Waddle in 2 seconds. Great pick, great move in Dynasty. So we got Mike Allstott we could do. We got Gale Sayers. Let's look MLB. Who wore number 40? Why I think Babe Ruth wore number 40? Roberto Colon. Who else? Carlos Beltran. I don't think he always wore number 40. Bartolo Colon. I said the wrong name. Of course I did, because I don't know shit about baseball like that. I do, but not really. We just gonna go with Gale Sayers. It's baseball season. We're gonna go Bartolo Colon. That's what we're gonna do. It's the Bartolo Colon episode. In the chat. Nathan, always. Let's do the sponsors though, so then we can get into the episode. If you'd like to become a sponsor of the Left Hand Labs podcast, hit me. Little DM, little email, whatever floats your boat, and we can talk numbers and whatever your business is, your music, your whatever you need promoted, will get promoted. Sponsor time. This podcast is sponsored by Shop Heirlooms, Premier Vintage Goods and Memorabilia. You can follow the shop as well as the podcast on all social media at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms. I accepted the offer. I told y'all it was going to happen. It was time. Offer accepted. You see the 40 Harrison Barnes number right behind me. This is the Harrison Barnes episode. Just because it was right there the whole time and I didn't even look. That's crazy. But it don't look like 40 unless you're in a reverse world, like reverse flash. But I accepted the offer. I spent all day today, not all day, but I had to do the onboarding process, fill out some paperwork. Now we need the onboarding meeting so I can fill the other shit out. It's official now. I picked the school. I'm officially a teacher now. I'm just ready to start. That's what I'm ready. So now the shop is not going to be open at 12:30 anymore, unless it's the weekend or it's an off day. So in the meantime, you can always come slide after And if not, go hit the website, www.shopheirlooms.store. Next day shipping on every order, unless you order on Saturday. Post office closed on Sunday, so you got to wait till Monday, you heard. And that is it for the sponsors. Let's play the intro music so we can start this episode. You can't see me, you heard? Intro music right here. God damn it, play this. Just play the music. As you see, don't get an IMAX, huh? Still serve you that Will Purdue, you heard? Shout out to Drew, as always. Go follow your old Drew on social media and go listen to his new music. Son always be spitting. That's why. Why else would one of his songs, wind up being the intro music to the podcast? Okay, so we're gonna get this out of the way first before we get into the meat and potatoes. Pause. The New York Knicks clinched. We're a playoff team. We should be a 50-win team. We lost a lot of games on bullshit at the end. Like that Luka game when we was up by like 7 or whatever, and we let them come back and he hit the 3 and missed it and hit the and free throw and all this. We lost mad silly games. I told all of y'all, and I think this post came up. It was like the 2013 Knicks, 2012-13 Knicks, or this year. What team is better? That's when we had J. Kidd and Melo and Rasheed Wallace and Tyson Chandler and all of that. And we made it to the second round of the playoffs. We beat the Celtics in the first round. JR won 6th Man of the Year. Tyson Chandler won Defensive Player of the Year. Melo led the league in scoring. All of that was cool. But the years after that, we was ass. We're only going to get better now. That's why this year's New York Knicks team is arguably, in my lifetime of me actively being like a fan where I'm engaged and watching every game, best team we ever had. Easily. Easily the best team we ever had. Easily. Everybody is young. Jalen Brunson, young. RJ Barrett, young. Quentin Grimes, young. Julius Randle, young. He's not old, young. In his prime or entering his prime years. Mitchell Robinson, young, even though he's a bum. And I don't like him complaining so much. And he want the ball to do this and do. Like, bro, you not that good, son. Hardestein is better than you offensively. He could do way more. Now, you could get blocks and be a presence on the defensive end, but you be frail and getting hurt and all this silly shit. I don't like Mitchell Robinson. I wish we would have got rid of him. I'm gonna keep it G real, but we need him, and we're gonna need him in the playoffs. Emmanuel quickly, young, probably 6th Man of the Year. Obi Toppin, young, even though he's starting now in place of Julius. He not doing what he was doing at the end of the year last year, but he's still doing okay. Who am I missing? McBride, young. Deuce is young. Son, we got hitters, son. We got hitters, and it's only going to get uglier for cats. I'm trying to tell y'all, we have draft picks. Not this year. Now we're not going to get the Mavs pick. They're not going to make the playoffs. They suck. But I told y'all, shit is different now. I'm just saying, we clinched with games to go. You feel what I'm saying? No play-in. We knew we wasn't gonna fall to the play-in though. And we're the 5th seed. We're gonna play the Cavaliers. It's looking like right now. And I'm not afraid of them. We just beat them, and Brunson had 50 without Julius Randle. He had 48. I'm not afraid of them, son. I told everybody in the chat, oh, but y'all don't have Donovan Mitchell, though. All right, that's cool. Mitchell crazy. We know this. But Brunson crazy, too. We packed that thing, too. You heard? I'm just saying. It's just the proof is in the pudding. That's really, all I can really say about that. I'm going to leave that alone now. Now, men's tournament, again, we talked about it. Hurley won. Shout out to Hurley. Hurley told me to my face in front of everybody, listen, Banks, you're not never gonna be shit with basketball. You nothing more than a street baller. You a street baller, Banks. Now, that's love though. It was love and all of that. Best believe, and I know it was too. You feel me? But he a great coach, come from a great stock, and you see the results. He did everything you could do in high school and college. Only thing left, why not go to the league and see if he can shake some shit up there? You heard? Pause. But the real thing, and really the only thing to talk about is Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark. Now, this is interesting. Now, what's the first way we're going to attack this? A lot of people, when Iowa played South Carolina, Caitlin whipped their ass. She had 40, I think, and then like 10 assists. She did every game she had before the game before that. I think she had 40 clip. This is what she does. She destroys shit. Louisville, was it Louisville that had to catch 40 or something from her too? She's crazy. She had 30 in the championship. We're gonna start off here. She had 30 in the championship. Was Ellen. She got in foul trouble. The refereeing was kind of bad. She was Ellen. She's tough. And she got to come back, and they got to deal with her one more year. All Pilgrims on her team. No black women. No black girls. Just all Pilgrims. Just for them to be competing, for them to have beat South Kakalaki, for them to be there, impressive. Surely. LSU, who we knew were going to be there. We thought it was going to be LSU and South Kakalaki. We knew that was going to be the final. And we wanted to see that rematch of that. Angel Reese didn't do too well against them, whatever the case may be. So just for the fact that she was there, whatever, okay, that's cool. Now you got LSU. You got something that LSU has that a lot of good college basketball teams, women teams that have black coaches, or not black coaches, that have black players. Well, not UConn, because Geno teams is not like LSU's team, not like Dawn Staley's teams, not like even the Tennessee teams, not that from Pat Summitt days, or not like who had a nice team that I'm thinking of. Baylor. LSU's coach was the coach at Baylor, right? Even when Skylar Diggins was in the WNBA, like you know what I'm saying? Where you got young black women that got energy. You got a rapper up there who won. She won on America's Got Talent. She signed to like Rock Nation. She be getting buckets. You got Katari Poole, one of the best players I seen, women basketball players I seen from New York. Jersey, we got the best women basketball players for sure. I done seen it. Y'all look up Lauren Missy and all of them McDonald's All-Americans, Aisha Hemingway, Brittany Sykes in the WNBA. It's people from Jersey, from Newark though, damn too, especially. Where it's another chick. It's a couple of chicks. I mean, that's nice. From Jersey, period, but Newark especially. The chick that went to St. John's, I forgot her name. So you got her. You got Katari Poole. Like I said, Katari Poole crazy. She don't even really be illin'. She had a big shot, but she don't even really be playing it illin' like that. She start and she not doing what she supposed to. She came from Ohio State. You got Angel Reese. You got the chick with the dreads who was hitting big shot, mid-range after mid-range after mid-range after mid-range. and you see them, they winning, they hitting the gritty on them, they illin'. It's just a whole. It's Angel Reese. She got them long. I hate eyelashes. I really hate them. I don't know why women like wearing them, but she got the eyelashes. She like, yeah, draw the ring on me. She illin' on everybody. Everybody illin'. It's a lot of black excellence. Look at like the Rutgers teams with Mac T-Mac backwards. We call it Mac. That's what we called her. She from Newark. Another, my T. Adjavon and them, they was at Rutgers. You feel what I'm saying? And you heard, whenever it's a black team, you get a lot of backlash, and a lot of the racism start oozing out of the Pilgrims. It make them uncomfortable, for real. It make them real uncomfortable. From just look in history. I think we figured out after this tournament, we figured out what the WNBA. Wait, we'll get there. Let me finish talking about the two teams. So you got black American energy on that team, and it's strong, and they beat the shit out of everybody. They was Angel Reese was hitting Caitlin Clark with the "Can't See Me," Ellen. Now you had a nation divided after the game. Now the whole game, you could see the bias. People was like, "Oh, come on, it stopped. We don't need it to stop. Hold on. Come on. It's recording again. I'm sorry. It should be a pause if you're listening on the iTunes podcast app, because this shit stopped recording because this shit is so stupid. But here we go. It was a nation divided. You could see the people, oh, these refs are cheating, this, that, and the third. They wanted Iowa to win so bad. You saw it. You saw it happening in front of our eyes. And we saw a lot of people, my colored people, that was like, yeah, get these bitches the fuck out of here. You heard? And it was hilarious. Now, the people on my side, and this is what we always do, the people of my color, we going if we gonna root for us. And when we see something that's going on against us, we gonna downplay it no matter what's going on. So Cass was acting like Caitlin Clark was ass, and that was hilarious to see. That was the only place that I was like, hold on a second, y'all. Because I'm just a fan of Namin Who Nice. You feel not in general, but like Caitlin Clark she tough. She earned my respect. I respect it. You heard? That looked like Steph at Davis, and that's what she looked like. She can't guard though, just like Steph. And while I wanted LSU to win, of course, but I was enjoying Caitlin Clark getting buckets, and I wanted her to continue to get buckets. You feel me? But after that, I'm all for, yeah, you can't see me through the ring in her face, all of that. All that's energy. That's a part of sports. Pilgrims did not like it. They don't understand it. A lot of people did. Everyone that didn't understand it, it was either one, you weren't an athlete. No, it was either one, you racist, and you did not like seeing those girls that y'all perceive as ghetto, like something is wrong with ghetto. You even got black people that think something is wrong with ghetto. We got culture. Black American culture, the culture that's created in the ghetto was perpetrated across the United States of America, across the Western Hemisphere, across the Eastern Hemisphere, across the world. So let's just get that out of the way. So either you racist, or two, you never was no athlete, or never was no good athlete, and you couldn't never talk shit to nobody. You feel what I'm saying? You had the Barstool. I hate Barstool Sports. I know it's so racist. Everybody at Barstool those are the Pilgrims that's racist Pilgrims. It is what it is. Now, like I said, I'm not a racist. I don't hate nobody. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm for my people 130%. You feel what I'm saying? Through and through. And I call it spade a spade. No pun intended. You feel me? Pilgrims sometimes be fucked up. A lot of the stuff that's happening in the world is because of white privilege and because Pilgrims is fucked up. So if a Pilgrim fucked up, I'm calling it out, and I'm unapologetic about that. I'm not afraid. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them racist Pilgrims, they was showing their faces. The president of Barstool, everybody at Barstool, scum people. I don't like seeing Barstool being retweeted on the timeline. I don't like people talking and following and giving interaction to Barstool stuff. All Barstool should be thrown in the trash. It got to be K's up on that dude, Presidente, whatever his name is. This is a nasty person. He is sucker MC. You feel what I'm saying? He put up the joint, Angel Reese, and said, "What a piece of shit." Like, imagine that. Imagine if that was my daughter and I seen that. I mean, of course, people, you can't fight everybody on Twitter. But I would have made an example out of him. I would have told him what's good. I mean, I'm going to catch you outside. You heard? How about that? I would have told him that off rip, and I would have been on the lookout. He would have had to have security with him at all times. I seen, it went all the way left when I seen that, I don't know Biden's wife's name. The first lady, though, talk about she wanted to invite Iowa to the to the White House, too. It's only supposed to go to the champions. They want to invite Iowa to the White House. Can you believe that, son? That's crazy, son. And I bet you, now look, what team was it that made it to the White House and Trump had McDonald's for him? Trump crazy. He had McDonald's laid out. Hella Big Macs. Which in college, I was 50-50 on that, because in college, I would have been crushing them Big Macs. I would have been like, yo, that's fire. I love McDonald's French fries. That would have been fire to me. But come on, son. Would this Iowa team have gotten McDonald's laid out for them? You know LSU going to have Chicken Shack out there. They going to have Cookout. If you from down south, every time I go anywhere down south, first place I go to find is Cookout. They going to have Cookout for them LSU women out there. For sure they are. You know they are. Well, if Trump was the president, is Biden now. It's crazy, son. It's crazy. They better not invite Iowa to the son. If they do that, son, Iowa got to decline. That's crazy. You can deny all you want to. I mean, white privilege and shit like that. But son, if Iowa go to the joint, son, that's crazy, son. That's crazy. Nobody in the chat. It should be a million people talking about this. It really should. It really, really, really should. But it is what it is. But it was a beautiful thing to watch. And I think what we need for the WNBA to pop off, we need more parity like this. We need a Dylan Brooks in the WNBA. We need an Angel Reese doing like this to these bitches. Fuck out of here. You can't see me. Know what I mean? Ellen. It's not enough of that going on, son. You see the racial, we need racial, what's the word I'm looking for? Tension. We need racial tension in the WNBA, because it's a lot of Pilgrim girls that make it. And it's not like the NBA where it's like 98%. You feel what I'm saying? I think it's more Pilgrim girls that make it to the WNBA than to the NBA. It's still, I'm sure it's still majority black, but we need energy like this, because that was fun to see. The game was something that I wish the game was like later at night so more people could have watched. We got to find out somehow, some way. We got to create some shit, because I want everybody to watch. Like we watched the women's national championship. We got to watch. It was beautiful to see. Honestly, Caitlin Clark nice though too though. Let's not do that. Larry Bird, come get your daughter. That's what Lil Boozy and them was saying. Caitlin Clark nice. We're not gonna do that. Fuck Iowa and all of that stuff. We're not gonna say Caitlin Clark not nice though. She's stamped. Like it is what it is. She's stamped. She gonna go to the WNBA. She better than Paige Buckers, whatever her name was. Paige wasn't doing that. Like Caitlin Clark was wild in some game. Triple doubles, 40, 10 assists every game. Her team was ass too. She was Tom Brady and them. They wasn't even supposed to be there. You heard. But like Angel Reese and them said, you can't see me. You feel me? Next week, I really want to have people on, son. I want to have somebody on to discuss this stuff with. We had does Chris Bosh, who's better, or Chris Bosh or Drew, who has a better Hall of Fame case? Chris Bosh or Drew Holiday? Oh, That's something I need to debate with somebody on. I can't just give you my side. You feel what I'm saying? It should. We gonna figure it out. It's 1:45. We just got off playing Pro-Am. And we got cooked. Video games, man. I told you I found out about Reddit. My name is Negro Leagues on Reddit. Follow me, Negro with an OE, not N-E-G, not N-E-G-R-O, N-E-G-R-O-E. I think Negro Leagues must have been taken or something. I don't know why I put OE, but yeah, I like going up there and talking about what's wrong with EA and what's wrong with video games and what these people, they don't care, so they just care about bread, and I hate that. These modes, and then we just need more. We need better. But if you made it this far, shout out you for listening. Shout out to me for keeping you entertained. Episode number 240 of the Left Hand Lives podcast. What's the name episode? Harrison Barnes episode. He put Dogecoin up there. What? Let's look at the Jason Burke tweet of the week so we get the fuck out of here. You heard? Jason Burke. What did my boy say? I know he has something to say about Pitt. Oh no, Jay Burke. OnlyFans Live. See, he be Ellen. Today I have a dentist appointment scheduled in Cathedral City, and I will try to have my hair cut in Palm Desert as well today. I want to buy some new running shoes, but it can wait, and I might buy them from Dick's Sporting Goods. Jason Burke always got the illest tweets. Retweet. Did he say anything about, he didn't say nothing about the college basketball because he watches. Jay Burke, this is my guy right here. But episode number 240 of the Left Hand Labs podcast. Make sure y'all rate and review on the iTunes podcast app. Subscribe to the YouTube. Like the video. Fuck with the podcast. You heard? And follow the podcast as well as the shop on all social media, but especially Twitter at Shop Heirlooms, ShopHeirlooms. Till next week, we out of here.